So this is my video for the very first video discussion one, going over chapters 1 through 3. I am in group 2 with Samantha and Olivia. My name is Lena Wilson. Hey girls, what's up? First I'm just gonna go over chapter 1 and go through each chapter explaining basically what I got out of each one. And yeah. So chapter 1, everything was brand new to me. The concepts of some of the terms were like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And I already knew that, but the terms themselves were brand new to me. I would say I have to agree with Carl Newell when he says that movement arises from interactions of the organism, and that basically the environment can affect our movement or our task at hand. The other thing that stood out in chapter 1 was all the different constraints, because as an athlete myself, I play basketball and I ran track. The constraints are pure facts because it's something that I've experienced being an athlete over the years. The two that stood out was environment constraint. A prime example was when I do hurdles for track. There was a meet where it was raining, and it kind of affected me because I had to jump over hurdles on a wet track. And so that just affected me mentally and made me believe that, oh, I don't want to slip. So I held back during the race, and it was just all bad. And then another thing is in basketball, um, individually, there can be constraints. And for some of my teammates, height can come in to play, and being 4'10" or 5 foot in the game of basketball is tough because we go against 6 foot girls, um, taller girls, and so those are just a few constraints that really stood out to me because I can personally relate to them when it comes to the sports that I do. And as far as chapter 2, it was a lot of like history based theories or studies that illustrated how um, those certain theories change motor behavior. So that was cool. Everything in that chapter was brand new to me, from the studies of the twins, and just all the different studies from different people that were used to explain motor behavior. And so from chapter 3, I basically knew some of us. It was kind of a review. I know Newton's laws in the chapters. That was a review. I haven't gone up in Newton's laws since like middle school, high school, so that was cool. But chapter 3 is like mechanics. So basically what bone moves a certain way, and so the mechanics of our movement is review for me because I literally just took um, exercise phys and last month, so that was kind of a good review to go over that. And then I guess basically I need to say that I want to be a physical therapist, and so knowing how we develop and mature in our lifespan, it's very important for my career after school, just because I'm gonna have to know how the body ages, or what effects might a fall have on someone who's younger or who's older with more fragile bones, and just basically how I could help someone who was not able to do a certain movement because of an injury, and how I can work them back to have normal function and stuff like that. But anyways, chapter 3, um, the one thing that stood out to me was when it said principles of motion and stability to cor- de- detect and correct errors. And basically, what I took from that was that um, we use our motion and our stability to figure out what went wrong in our movement, And for me, basketball, I can figure out why I missed my free throw, or why I missed my layup. Maybe I gave too much. Um, maybe I didn't jump enough, or maybe I flicked my wrist the wrong way. And so that's a certain motion that I have to detect and then um, correct it, literally. So that's what I took from chapter 3 mostly. But really, all chapters, I've learned something. Um, I'm looking at the time and I went over 5 minutes. I apologize. But yeah, so I definitely have already learned a lot. And yeah, hope you like this video. And I will continue to learn from the chapters. Thank you.